Have you ever wondered where India stands in terms of aerial power? This is a question that has become increasingly critical in the modern world, where military might is not only measured by boots on the ground, but by wings in the sky. Aerial power, the capacity to project force through the use of military aircraft, has become a central pillar of any nation's defense strategy. It's a complex interplay of various elements, from the sheer number of aircraft and their technological capabilities to the strategies devised for their deployment and usage. And it's not just about fighter jets or combat aircraft, but also about those giants of the sky, the heavy-lift helicopters, often playing a pivotal role in both combat and humanitarian operations. India, with its evolving defense landscape, has been making significant strides in this arena. A recent development has propelled India to a unique position globally, a development that involves the country's heavy-lift helicopter fleet. This development could be a game-changer for India's aerial power. Well, a significant development in India's aerial power has happened recently, which we'll be discussing in this video. Between the years 1986 and 1989, the Indian Air Force made a noteworthy addition to their fleet, the MI-26 helicopters. These Russian-made heavy-lift helicopters were a sight to behold, standing out within the fleet due to their sheer size and power. Weighing in at a hefty 28,200 kilograms, the Mi-26 is powered by twin turboshaft engines that enable it to take off with a maximum weight of 56,000 kilograms. Now, that's what you call muscle. This extraordinary lift capability extends beyond just their own weight. In fact, the Mi-26s are so powerful they have the capability to airlift a Chinook helicopter. Yes, you heard that right. These helicopters are capable of lifting entire other helicopters. These are not just any helicopters. We're talking about the American Chinooks, another significant player in the heavy lift scene. But it wasn't all smooth sailing for these airborne titans. Tragedy struck in 2010 when one of the Mi-26 helicopters crashed at the Jammu airport. This incident marked the beginning of a series of groundings. By 2017, all three remaining Mi-26 helicopters in the Indian Air Force were grounded. Despite these setbacks, the Mi-26s were never forgotten. Their unique heavy-lift capability had been utilized by the Indian Air Force for over 3 decades. It was clear that these helicopters were more than just machines. They were an integral part of the fleet, carrying a legacy of power and resilience. The Mi-26 helicopters, despite their impressive capabilities, have been grounded for years, but that's about to change. After years of inactivity, the Mi-26 helicopters are finally getting an overhaul. The Indian Air Force's fleet of these heavy-lift helicopters, which have been grounded for several years, are set to be revitalized, following a contract signed with Russian helicopters. The process of this overhaul is a meticulous and comprehensive one. It begins with firming up the airframe's integrity and fatigue, particularly in the load-bearing areas. This is a critical step to ensure the helicopter's strength and durability, as these helicopters are designed to carry heavy loads. Major components that have completed their lives will be replaced, ensuring the helicopter's functionality and reliability. But it doesn't stop there. The helicopter engines will be given a fresh lease of life through a thorough overhaul. Critical parts like the turbine blades or the seals will be replaced with fresh ones. This is to ensure that the engines run smoothly and efficiently, maximizing the helicopter's performance. Moreover, the avionics components will be checked and replaced if necessary. Indigenous systems will be integrated, reflecting India's commitment to self-reliance and technological advancement. This is a crucial step in ensuring that the helicopters are equipped with the latest and most efficient systems. The entire repair and overhaul process is expected to take 30 months from the date of commencement. This might seem like a long time, but considering the complexity and the extent of the overhaul, it is a necessary investment of time. And the result? The planned overhaul is expected to extend the life of these helicopters by more than a decade. Imagine that these helicopters, once grounded and inactive, will once again roar to life, serving the Indian Air Force for another 10 years or more. This overhaul is expected to extend the life of these helicopters by more than a decade, giving a significant boost to India's aerial power. So, what does this mean for India's aerial power? Well, let's recap. The Mi-26 helicopters, once grounded for years, are now being overhauled. This move following a contract with Russian helicopters, promises a marked elevation to the Indian Air Force's heavy lift capabilities. The overhaul process, set to commence soon, will breathe new life into these helicopters, extending their service by more than a decade. India, already boasting the American Chinooks in its arsenal, will become the first country to simultaneously house both these heavy lift champions. The MI-26, with its unique heavy lift capability, can even airlift a Chinook helicopter, a feat unmatched by many. This development is particularly significant in the context of India's relations with other nations. It's a clear signal of India's growing aerial prowess and a strategic move that bolsters its position on the global stage. With the overhaul of the Mi-26 helicopters, India is set to gain a significant boost in its aerial power, strengthening its position on the global stage.